Here on the Radio Wammo Breakfast, very chuffed to welcome on and Funkommunity into the Kiwi studio. Welcome to Isaac Asili and Rachel Fraser from Funkommunity. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning. Lovely to have you in.
Lovely to be here.
Funkommunity, new outfit for you, Isaac.
Yes.
Many outfits beforehand, like Solar, all the others.
Open Souls,
Open
Souls Live,
yeah.
Edu Danger Spiel. Oh man, delving into the files. Yeah. Many outfits. I'm the man of many outfits.
Yeah. So how did this one come about? Funkommunity.
Well, Rach and I were introduced via Recluse, who collaborated with Rachel on his album Perfect Timing.
Yeah.
And he did a couple of tracks with Rachel on that album, and I dig them both, but one in particular called Catch the Leaf really blew me away. And then I was talking to Recluse about this new vocal talent that he'd kind of plucked from Teams. And as the story goes, and this is awesome actually, because I never verified this, but the story goes, which could, eventually turn into a legend one day, you were found by Tyner at a KFC in Teams?
No, I don't even know how that came about.
Well, it's a good legend.
Someone asked me that before.
Are you saying you weren't at the KFC? You were never there?
No, I wasn't.
But was it Tyner?
I might have been. But no, I cannot remember that that meeting with Tyner. I didn't even know Tyner then. Okay.
Well, anyway, Recluse managed to do some tracks with Rachel, and I was like, joyous, that's mean. And asked Recluse if it would be cool if I had a jam with Rach, and he was like, yeah, it's a good idea. She's down in Christchurch, not doing much, and I went down to Christchurch. Hey man, so good. I mean,
can ask me that.
I think he was speaking musically, but at the time you were working at Kmart, right, in Christchurch?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I went down to Christchurch, my hometown, of course, as you know, bro.
Yeah.
And we met up and we decided to do this collaboration, which turned into our first song together called I'm All In, off my album. And I guess we were both like really pleasantly surprised by the results and impressed by what each other did, so we felt it was natural to keep working on more stuff, and we started working on material after I finished my album, and it eventually became the Funkommunity album, which comes out next Monday.
Wow, that's exciting. Next Monday. And recording, does it all happen in a home studio setup?
Yeah. For my album, I called it The Whare, and for this album, it's called Northwest and 4th, because I live on 4th Avenue in Kingsland.
Yeah.
And I'm right beside the Northwestern motorway, so that's where it all happens, and it's just a home studio. I was very lucky to get a spot in this house, which has a bedroom, but then it kind of goes separate, and it's the whole bottom part of a house.
Cool.
And it's kind of like a cave, and we had Open Souls rehearsals there years ago, and it's been used for many jams, and many musicians.
Sounds like a place
with
really good memories.
Yeah.
And on the album itself, live instruments, or is it all?
So it's kind of a continuation of the production that I do, which is a blend of organic instruments and synthesizers and more digital elements.
Okay.
But this one has much more of a live feel than most of the stuff that I've done in the past. And we did have Miley Manzanza on drums, and Dan Ryland on guitar, and Jonathan Crayford on keys, among other musicians, and a couple of guest producers too. Yeah.
So Rachel, are you writing the songs as well?
Yeah, I'm writing the songs. We wrote the songs pretty much as Isaac was making the music, and we just sort of have conversations about what vibe we're feeling with the song, what ideas it was giving us, and so it all happened sort of in the moments together of
That's
making
cool.
it.
Yeah, it was a pretty organic process. I guess we we bounced ideas on what we wanted to do, thematically and stylistically initially, and then listened to a whole bunch of references, and then I ran away and locked myself in the cave and tried to draw some inspiration and make some beats and some music, and we kind of started there, and I guess we probably did maybe 25 songs,
Really?
in demo stages all up, but yeah.
Then you had to whittle it down.
Yeah, whittle it down to the 11 tracks on the album here in New Zealand and Australia.
And predominantly, have you chosen tracks that are probably better for a dance floor, or, you know, better for a groove, better for a move?
Yeah, we definitely tried to emphasize the dance floor element.
Yeah.
But we're both natural soul and R&B heads, so we gravitated towards like some really chill out songs too. So it's quite a nice blend, actually. I thought on the album. It's the first album that I actually finished, got the master back, and I was like completely happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, yeah, that's a really good balance, and the track listing goes well. And there's party songs and chill songs, and some songs that you might just want to get freaky to as well.
Were you surprised that the name Funkommunity hadn't been taken up before? You know, it just seems to make sense, right?
Yeah, I was really blown away because it was really one of those like random came into my head, and I was like, that could be us. And then I googled it, and I was like, that's us. Yeah. And I was like, sweet, because it so is like so fitting for the music that we do. Both Rach and I are like really big on collaboration and sharing the musical space with our fellow Aotearoa musicians, and of course the funk is central to the music that we're making, so it was perfect.
And essentially, you guys, would you be influenced by some of the greats of the 60s and 70s and the Black American music scene?
Yeah, started off Rach. Who are we down with from the 60s and 70s?
No, you started off.
Okay, I'll put it out there. Obviously Stevie Wonder. Yeah. He's massive influence. Curtis Mayfield. Yeah. James Brown. Love 80s, Michael Jackson and Prince.
Yeah. These are all records that you just, you know, that these guys make that you just can't get sick of, right?
Yeah, right. Totally. Yeah. Yeah. And I think that I really am trying to strive to make music that's timeless and not just of the trend or of the moment. So yeah, I'm trying to look to the greats to give me that guidance.
Yeah. I definitely think you're achieving that. It's certainly not following what anyone else is doing. It certainly is unique in the New Zealand music landscape. You've brought in some vocal cords, Rachel, this morning. I know it's early. Do you think you've got a song in you?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, you just let me know, and I'll push the button over here, and we'll get the music flowing. How's that?
We just recorded a music video for this one on the weekend.
Oh, how did that go?
It was awesome, man. It was 48 hours of complete madness and craziness. So cool. There was food fights and us being transferred into miniatures and me playing on a giant keyboard and lots of madness.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. But it's for this song here, Pass It On. So look out for that in mid-November.
Choice. All right. Well, here we go then.
Fly out of my window. Use the door if you like. Don't let it hit you on your way out. You're blocking the sun, and I need a vitamin. Outside feels my writing, and I don't want to hear you. Flick goes a switch in my leg, and you can join the white noise of the TV. Yeah. Nobody wants it, pass it on now. You want to pass it on. Don't want to bad, don't want to bad, don't want to bad. Oh, you want to pass it on now. Pass it on now, pass it on now. Nobody wants it, pass it on now. You want to pass it on. Don't want to bad, don't want to bad, don't want to bad. Oh, I've heard it all before. Too many times for my liking. I can see the door easy escape, and I'm walking You got to quarantine that move. Keep it under control now. You want to pass it on, what's up with you? You're so temperamental. 1 minute you're good and the next you're not. You're blocking the sun, and I need every element. You want to pass it on now, pass it on now, pass it on now. Nobody wants it, pass it on now. You want to pass it on. Don't want you back, don't want you back. Oh. You want to pass it on now, pass it on now, pass it on now. Nobody wants it, pass it on now. Ooh. Want to pass it on. Don't want you back, don't want you back, don't want you back. Oh. Pass it on now, pass it on now, pass it on now. Nobody wants it, pass it on now. You want to pass it on. Don't want you back, don't want you back. I don't want you back. Pass it on now, pass it on now. Nobody wants it, pass it on now. You want to pass it on. Don't want you back, no.
Awesome live performance from Funkommunity in the Kiwi studio. Rachel Fraser on the vocals. Awesome. The only thing the studio was missing was the lights going down and the mirror ball spinning. It was really, really, really cool. I love that tune and great production on that as well.
Thanks,
yeah,
brother.
Sounds brilliant. Well, the album is called
It's called Checkered Thoughts.
Checkered Thoughts, and it's out on Monday. You guys are going to have a album release as well.
Yeah, that's right. We're doing our album release party at 1885 on Saturday, the 29th of October.
Choice, nice spot. And you're going to head around the country at all at any point?
Yeah. We're going to try and head down to Wellington on November the 12th and play at Matterhorn.
Yep.
And hopefully once people hear this album, then we'll be heading all over the show.
Yeah. Excellent. Hey, thanks so much, Isaac Asili and Rachel Fraser, coming in from Funkommunity, and we'll see you guys again soon.
Thanks very much, Memo.